Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a very quick and straight to the point type of video. Doo-doom. I'm Claire Idera. So I started my YouTube channel about 5 months ago. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah. So in this video, I'm going to share with you what has worked for me. Let me tell you how I'm able to quickly grow this channel without much promotion from any other platform. I share videos about my spiritual journey, my lifestyle, family, relationship, God. Yeah, it's kind of very diverse. So I started up this channel without necessarily trying to stick to any niche. As you can tell, I don't really have any niche per se at this point, but I do have a few things that I know that my audience are looking forward to hear me talk about, some of which are beauty and fashion. And so when I was starting my channel, I created a document, sort of like a business plan, and I titled this document my YouTube kit. So in my YouTube kit, I made a couple of highlights. So I'm just going to be looking at my laptop as I mentioned these. So I said I really did have expectations of how I was going to execute it, my YouTube work or new business, but I got so busy. Life happened, okay? So I grouped this into the first quarter. So in the first quarter, I put certain goals. I was going to create 2 videos weekly, which to be honest is too much. I eventually ended up posting 1 video and maybe a short. So if I already have 43 videos on the channel, I did post the second number that I was hoping that I would have posted by now. I don't know, just do the math, although it wasn't necessarily long format. So I created long format videos and I also created short format videos. I said that I was also going to explore all the ideas that came to my mind. So I made a list of all the things that I could possibly talk about. I didn't particularly stick to any niche. I also spent a lot of time studying the analytics of my channel. So every time I would post a video, I would try to understand what exactly happened. How did this get here? What kind of font are people liking? How should I post my thumbnail? So I really did a lot of studying, and not just studying my own channel. I also studied how I interacted with other people's channels. Another thing that I did was, aside from studying the analytics, I also studied titles and descriptions. I studied how people wrote their titles for their videos. It sounds like something like very, I mean, I have my own idea. I have my own thing that I want to say. And so you just title it based on what you want to say. You're not there yet. Part of the things that I wrote in my first quarter that I was going to do in my first quarter, which I still haven't done, but I know will be very beneficial for me, is studying vidIQ and TubeBuddy. These are add-on platforms for YouTube. I've watched tons of videos of how beneficial it is and how to actually work with it. I just haven't found time to do it. But I remember the very first 2 months of my YouTube journey, I was really watching a lot of how-tos, how to start, what to do, why people do this, just really doing lots and lots of research, just as you would if you're going to start a new business. I also set a goal for myself to be monetized in the first quarter and to have about 20k subscribers. Has that happened? No. I wanted to get monetized. Yes, that has happened. I also wanted to figure out the ideal subscriber of my channel. I feel like I sort of have an idea of who you are, who is watching my channel. However, because I still haven't put out consistently the type of content I really want to put out, I feel like it's still a work in progress. I want to put out a lot of feminine help type content, beauty, fashion type content in the future. And I don't know why I'm taking so much time to do that, but I know that I want to. I also want to build a very solid brand with my YouTube, one where is way past just me coming to sit in a camera, but it's more about you guys and sort of like the community that we're building of women who are growing and blooming, blossoming, and they resonate with the idea of purity, grace, and what? Yeah, I think those 2 for now. And clarity, I guess, because clearly speaking, just women who are like-minded, you know. I was also thinking that in the first quarter, I would launch my products and then I would just make sure that I have amazing video quality. So everything that I've said right now is just what I put as goals for myself for the first quarter of my YouTube journey. And obviously, as you can tell, not everything has been done. So the next section is I wanted to ensure that my intro stated who and what the video is about very quickly. I also wanted to be able to tell you what the idea of this video was in a sentence. At the beginning of every video, I would ensure that I know what the thumbnail could possibly look like. I would make sure that it could either be a searchable content or be a searchable content. Searchable content is very important for a newbie like me, but a lot of times I don't really put out searchable content, but that was sort of like a guideline for me to have success on a video. I also wanted to ensure that I was doing well with storytelling. I will set the scene, I'll know what the challenge is, what the roadblock is. You know, I did a lot of learning regarding like storytelling on YouTube. There are lots of like content creators that talk and teach on storytelling. So the possible niche that I was going to like dive in is self-development, femininity, faith, motherhood, marriage, fashion and beauty, art and creativity. I also gave advices to myself, and I'm going to tell you everything that I told myself that I was going to do. So advice for every content was to create content that is relevant and helpful. I also didn't want to just put out anything for the sake of putting it out. I wanted to ensure that I was giving value in some way, and most of the time, you know, I had to group my content into segments. So it would be what the Holy Spirit has laid upon my heart to share, or it would just be the things that I feel are very important. For example, when I talked about cohabiting and when I talked about questions to ask while you're dating. So those are relevant things. A lot of people who watch my channel, a lot of you guys are single, young, and are trying to make the right decision. So yes, that's helpful content. I also wanted to ensure that there was interaction and engagement with you guys, and so that's where you will see me on the YouTube post. I would post on the community area to sort of like keep you guys updated, and I also try to ensure that I was putting out YouTube shorts in periods where I'm not putting out long format videos. Okay, so the core elements that make people stay in a video: graphics, storytelling, and B-rolls. These three things I have tried to implement in my YouTube channel. One platform that I get my free B-rolls, free copyrighted B-rolls, is pixels.com. You would find landscape and portrait B-rolls on there, so just layer that on your videos when you're editing. Add some graphics, moving images, animation, whichever it is, but was very important for me to tell stories using these things. I also wanted to have pre-planned videos. I wanted to make every video memorable. Like when you think about this video today, you're going to remember one thing. Now I'm thinking about it, I don't know what you're going to remember, but I hope you remember one thing. I also said that I was going to have a tradition, and as you guys know, clearly speaking, we already came up with something that we're going to be saying on the channel. So I'm clearly giving you the juice. I can clearly continue to give you a list. clearly. Yes, that's a tradition that I've already started on this channel. So thanks to you guys. I also said that I was going to try to do affiliate marketing as soon as possible. Yeah, always give actionable advice. So that's what we're doing now. I also wanted to provide value to a core group of people. Yeah, so those are the things that I made as advice to myself for every time I sit here and make a video for you guys to watch, because I value your time. I want you to be able to enjoy the experience and not just hear my voice or get an emotion from me, but also have a very soothing experience as you listen. So these are my takes and kind of things that I've implemented as I started my YouTube. So sometimes I have a script, some things that I've, highlight that I've written down just so that I don't get in front of the camera and ramble. I'm sort of rambling today because this is a very impromptu video, but I said I'm going to make it anyway just so that I don't procrastinate on it. It's not necessarily the kind of content that I'm going to be putting out, but I know that it's what will help someone out there who has procrastinated on starting a YouTube channel. It's really not that hard. Just create, get a good camera, get good lighting, get good audio, and put your work out there, put your heart into it. Just do it. So sometimes I do have a script written out to ensure that the process is seamless. And so when I have a script, there's some things that I must say. I must say that if you've enjoyed watching this video, please give it a thumbs up and click the notification bell if you are already subscribed. If you are not subscribed, what are you doing? Please subscribe. It's free, and I have really amazing content that you would enjoy watching. It's never a dull moment with me. So yeah, finally, I also have a checklist for every time that I'm putting out a video. So in my checklist, I have my script drafts, my topic or title idea, my thumbnail ideas. I have 5 words that I'll most likely repeat throughout the video. I would conclude on the best title for the video. I would have my final script. I will shoot B-rolls. if B-rolls need to be shot. I would have maybe an audio voiceover. I would edit the video. I would add the end screen. I don't have my end screen on all my videos, but on some videos I do. I will create the final thumbnail and then have my description, which is like a caption, keywords, playlist hashtag. And then if I can, I will then create a reel or like a YouTube short from the main video, post on IG, and then also share a link which brings people straight from any other platform straight into YouTube. So yeah, these are my checklists. I actually hope that this is helpful to someone that needs maybe some order as they're organizing their YouTube and creating content. You need to have structure in your content production. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I don't know if I'm going to put out some more YouTube type guide videos, but I definitely will be talking about some much more fun things. And if I do talk about any guides for YouTube, you'll see it in a playlist. But for now, I love you and goodbye.